Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Matthews here from M&A Forex Traders. I welcome you to our channel and I hope you're doing all right. Okay, so I'm here to do a trade breakdown of a few of the trades we took, yeah, in between of Monday and today. Yeah, so I'm looking at Gbpnzd and UK100. All right. So please sit tight. Let me just take you through what I saw and what made me take these particular trades and everything. All right. So without wasting much of your time, let me just run you through them. Okay. So the first trade I saw was this one right here, Gbpnzd. I spotted a nice QML setup, advanced QML setup. Okay, let me show you guys. So I had a higher high right here. I had a higher high right there. Let me just delete this. I had a higher high right here, and then another a QML here. And if you look closely, you actually notice that it was actually dual resistance. Okay, so meaning I had two levels acting as resistance right here before the QML was formed. Thereafter, I had a low and the break of structure right here. And break of structure simply means change of market direction. If it was the downtrend, we're going to expect an uptrend and vice versa. So this is what I saw. Okay, let me just show you guys right now. I saw that. I was like, okay, that looks very interesting to me. And I actually waited for confirmation first of all. Then I took the trade. And just like that. Okay, so we had the break of structure right there. And then later on, we had the lower low. If you've been following me for a while now, you definitely know what I'm talking about right now. So this means that my past has been completed. Okay, the next is to look for the approach. How is the market coming back to my level, right? So you guys know I look for CPLQ, I look for compression, I look for fake out, I look for diamond setup, right? So get your trend line, and then I'll look for my levels of fake outs depending on what kind of approach the market is coming. Okay, it's coming with, right? So I'll look from the levels where the market is acting as what, as resistance, and I spotted this level right here. Let me just share with you in a minute. Yeah, somewhere here and here. Let's see, is it I think it was right here, right around this level. Yeah, so this was my level of resistance, and I was waiting for market to break above this resistance and touch my level right there. So this one was my R1. R1 is just simply resistance 1, the first resistance, and another resistance was here, R2. Okay, yeah, let me just bring it down to this level right here. Yeah, so R1, R2. Okay, I therefore once this happens, this triggers retail traders to actually think of selling. That's where the resistance is. Okay, they wait for the third touch and sell. Okay, and of course, what ends up happening is that end up getting taken out because this level right here, they'll put their stop loss above this level. Therefore, where they are putting their stop loss is where our entry is going to be. Okay, so then I'll get my triangle right here, and then I'll wait for price to break this level, and then once price breaks this level, I'm going to go in for a sell. Okay, so this is very important. So for me to have a much clearer picture, I have to go to the lower time frame, right? So I have to rush to the lower time frame right now. Right now I'm chilling on the 4 hour time frame. Therefore, I'm going to go to my 1 hour time frame so that I try and spot some structure right there, some levels where I can actually reference to as my supply zone. So I'll go to my lower time frame, preferably the 1 hour time frame right now. then I'll look at that level and try to see if I'm going to have a nice level of what, of supply zone. So basically I have the mother candle right here. So this becomes my level of what, supply. This is the base. So what we literally have, we have a rally base drop. Okay, so you guys, when I have my rally base drop, then I'm going to make sure that I cover all that base. Okay, that is a level where the market is likely to react from. Therefore, I will wait for price to come back to that level, right? So we just wait for price to come back to this level, and then let me show you what happened later on. Okay, so price came to our level like that. Pardon me in a minute. Let me just try to move this right here, the chart to the left, to the right side, and see what happened. Price literally just took out all the people who were trying to sell at this level here. All right, probably sold a little bit, and then price took them out right there. Okay, price literally took them out right here, and my plan was to literally sell at this level, and my stop loss is going to be, was going to be above this level right there. And yeah, and then my take profit is going to be probably down, was down somewhere here. Yeah, yeah, my stop loss is going to be on the next fresh demand zone. That's where my take profit is going to be. Okay, and if you look at the risk to reward ratio, it's insane. It's insane, guys. So look at that. Of course, my stop loss is slightly above my supply zone. And yeah, this was it, guys. This is what I saw, and the market just came to my level, and then I got a trade. I took in. I was taken in right now. Right at this level right here. I took a trade from there, and then the market kept on dropping. Okay, and right now it's still dropping, as you can see. It's just having some retracement right now, but it has literally dropped how many pips from where I entered from, over 216 pips. Okay, so this is a trade I analyzed, and it actually uh, performed as expected. This was nice. This was really, really nice. Okay, so simple QML plus fake out strategy, and then it's literally just right here, it's about 1 to 13, right? My risk to reward ratio is 1 to 13, and the market has already moved over 200 pips. And then if the market has to come here, I'll get about 700 pips. Let's hope it continues to drop like that. So to show you guys that I'm not just bluffing, I'm not just talking about these things, let me show you right now uh, that I actually analyzed this. I didn't just wake up and think of taking that trade. I actually pre-analyzed that move, and yeah, right there, that was Gbpnzd. This was the before. As you can see, it says before, and then if you open the chart, it will show you that it was actually pre-analyzed. Okay, as you can see, this is how it was. That was the plan. Well, the plan was to sell, and the stop loss was going to be above that level. Everything just like that. So price came to my level, took me in, and then I sold. All right. So all this, what we do is I share in our private community before everything happens. I try to share all the setups that I'm looking at in the particular week. Afterwards, of course, when I have the confirmation to sell, I'll send you the signal to sell or buy. Okay, so this was the GBP. This was the Gbpnzd. There was a sell, and the market has already moved 200 pips. That's impressive. Okay, yeah. So the next pair I want to show you guys was is UK100. Yeah, though it's a little bit tripping right now. Yeah, but this is how it is. Let me just show you. So I saw something very interesting here. I saw something very interesting right here. So we had this situation right there. I saw this. I was like, okay, I can spot my QML right there. And then we had the higher high right here. My higher high. I recently just shared this trade, actually even shared it in our public group. Yeah. Then this was my low right here, and we had a break of structure. After that, what happened? There was a break of structure right there, right? So I will. This is my break of structure here. Yeah, break of structure, and my higher high is right there. Okay, so therefore I look for my supply zone above this level. Okay, that was my supply zone here, and yeah, then I look for my fake out. I look at the way in which the market was coming to me. So I look for fake outs around this area here. So I saw fake outs right there. So this was my R1, R1, and then I had an R2 as well. Okay, and I had an R2 right there. R2. Okay, so what I was literally waiting for is for price to break this, come to my level here, and then sell. And you can clearly see how the market does move. Okay, it literally came to this level, right at this level, right, and then dropped. That's very insane, guys. Like the accuracy is insane. Okay, so this was my rally base drop supply zone. Hope that's very clear. This is my rally base drop supply zone, rally base drop supply zone. Okay, and then right here is my fake out zone. My fake out zone. Okay, fake out zone. Yeah, and literally my plan was to actually sell here. My plan was to sell here and stop loss just above there. And yeah, my plan was to wait for price to break through this, take out all this retail traders who are trying to sell at this level after being taken out, and then price drops. That was what I was waiting for. It's very, very important. Never trade any strategy without confirmation. Always wait for your confirmation, and once you have your confirmation, you have no reason to actually hesitate, because you have actually backtested and your strategy, and it's actually shown that you have actually a positive expectancy at the end of the day. Therefore, why should you be scared taking the trades? Okay, and look at that. Just after price came to our level and then it dropped like crazy. Okay, this drop was literally like about 43 pips, like 40 pips roughly. And then the market is kind of retracing right now. So we don't know whether the market is going to continue going to the upside or it will drop, right? So yeah, otherwise that's the reason why we have the stop loss in place. If the market doesn't continue to go down, then it will take us out, because we know where we want to get out of the market. We know where our trade, our setup is going to be invalidated. Therefore, we're just going to wait until that happens. All right. And this was very, very beautiful. And if you look closely, you had more like a compression right here. You had a compression. Okay. This was a compression. So you can actually call this a CPLQ. So CPLQ simply means compression. So P is compression, short form for compression, and then LQ is liquidity. So it's actually hunting the liquidity right here. Okay, so the market is compressing and then takes out the liquidity and then drops. Look at that. That was very beautiful. Again, just like the previous one, we don't just trade randomly. We plan our trades. Okay, we plan our trades, and let me just show you that we didn't just actually take this trade. I actually shared this particular trade with our free Telegram community. As you can see, we have about 309 in our private in our public group, and this was shared. Okay, this was shared before all that move happened. yeah, we anticipated the move and it gave us almost 40 pips. 40 pips when using a big account, that's a lot of money, guys. Okay, so this is how it was. This was very interesting, and yeah, and also we shared with our public, our private community as well. Of course, we share with our private community first before the other guys. All right. So you guys, this is what I had for you today. This is what I had for you today. I wanted to show you how our how we're doing in terms of our strategy and everything, and how I actually personally take trades. So you guys, if you are finding value in our videos, if you are finding any value at all in our videos, what I would ask for you to do is please subscribe. All right, subscribe so that you can see more of such content. Number two, I would like you to actually like this video if you like the video, of course. All right, and also please don't forget to comment in the comment section if there's something you want me to actually explain to you or to make a video about. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching our videos. We appreciate your support. Thank you, and yeah, I wish you a long and productive and very, very, very profitable trading career. Otherwise, today is actually the first of December, and I wish you all the best for this particular month. And yeah, God bless you, and have a great day.